Hello everybody, Batman here, ready to unbox what should be a limited edition worthy of the knight himself. This thing smells like really old rubber. My eyes are twitching. Holy shit, it's hot in here. 102 degrees. The end of June, after the summer solstice. The summer solstice of justice. The dawn of the summer solstice of justice. Alright, time to take this thing off. Whew, yeah, I don't think I was going to be able to wear that thing for the entire video, because God only knows how long this thing's going to be. But I'm hoping to wear this during my actual review of Batman Arkham Knight. I just need to make some adjustments to it because it kind of hurts. Well, not really hurts, but it kind of bothers me around the eye area. I need to kind of like polish it up because it originally had these pieces of rubber that are supposed to simulate that dark pattern, that, you know, that paint that Batman in the live action movies has, where, you know, the mask is, the eye holes are about this big, and then here he has eye makeup to cover up his eyes. But whenever he takes off a mask, that eye paint, that eyeshadow just disappears. That never made any sense to me. And hopefully that's something that they don't really tamper with in this game itself, because I've seen it be done time to time. I think it happened once in Arkham City. But who knows? Anyways, let me go ahead and set this to the side. I love this mask. It's my brand new Batman mask, and I'm hoping to use it in my review for Arkham Knight. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side. And so, if you couldn't already tell, I'm here to unbox the limited edition of Batman Arkham Knight for the PlayStation 4. It's also available for the Xbox One, but this is the PS4 version because it's obviously the only version that I needed, that I was able to get because I have a PS4. And yeah, this is probably the only. This is called the limited edition. It's even more limited now, considering they also got rid of the collector's edition that came with the Batmobile a week before its release, and I feel so bad for anybody who pre-ordered that thing. That's why I went with well, that's not really why I went with the statue. I went with the version with the statue because it was $100 cheaper. It catered to me more than a Batmobile that doesn't really work. I mean, it's practically like a statue, except it kind of transforms a little bit like it does in the game, supposedly. But still, I was like, unless you can actually remote control that thing and fit figures into it and roleplay with it, I just don't see myself shoving out $200 for that thing. So I went with the one with the statue, and now I'm even more glad considering that other version, that other collector's edition, got canceled. So here we have the limited edition itself, and it's pretty big. I mean, when the guy came out with it at my local Best Buy, I was like, whoa, this is a bit bigger than I thought. It's going to be a bit more difficult to get into the car with it, because I'm holding this, I'm holding the poster that came with it, all this other stuff, which I'm actually going to go ahead and talk about really quick before I actually unbox the limited edition. It's also kind of heavy. Well, it's not tremendously heavy, but it has some heft, some weight to it. But I'm going to go ahead and set it to the side, and I'm just going to really quick talk about some of the perks that Best Buy went ahead and threw in along with me, along with the collector's edition, because of me pre-ordering the game and coming in early to pick up the game at 9:01 Pacific Standard Time. That's right, Best Buy has a loophole that they did with Mortal Kombat X, and they did again with Arkham Knight, in which as long as it's midnight in the East Coast, us Pacific Standard Time people, us West Coasters, California, Oregon, Washington, whatever, we get it at 9:01, which is really sweet. Anyways, the game came, this special edition came with a skin pack for the PlayStation 4 controller, which unfortunately I don't think is going to be used. I might open it up and just see what the skins themselves look like, but I really do not see myself applying these to my controller, mainly because of the way that they were designed. I'm going to see if I get a up-close image here. If not, I'll go ahead and shoot a separate shot of the skins themselves, so that you guys know what I'm talking about. But basically what they did is that they designed the skins so that Batman is not actually on your controller. I wouldn't have minded if Batman himself was on the controller somehow, but because we got the touchpad that's on the PS4 controller and whatnot, they had to shove Batman down to the control stand that is able to charge up your PS4 controller, which I don't have. So therefore, my controller is just going to have a Gotham background and the edges of his cape on the handles of the controller. That's it. So knowing that that was the design intended for it, I'm like, I don't really see myself actually using this. So I'm just gonna shove them to the side and probably never look at them again, sadly. Anyways, the other thing that I appreciate way more is this humongous Arkham Knight double-sided poster, which is oh so sweet and oh so huge. I can't begin to imagine how much it's going to cost to frame this thing, because whenever I get a poster, I get the desire to frame it and put it up somewhere. I don't know where, but I want to frame it and I want to put it up, because I can't deal with these paper posters because I'm so nervous of ripping them or destroying them. This one already, I don't know where it is, but this one actually already has a small rip. It's over there on that corner. It already has a small rip on the corner over there and some slight creases, and I was trying my best to like put it down and then pick it back up, because after a while my hands start to sweat. I have a problem with sweaty hands, and I didn't want to, get this thing wet and creased and, crunchy, like, because it's made out of paper. It's kind of like construction paper, but it's not, it's still paper, and it's still going to act the same way that paper does every time it comes into contact with any kind of liquid. So obviously I didn't want to tarnish the paper, but it's double-sided. So on one side you got Batman getting ready for battle there with his power stance, and then on the other side you basically have the artwork for the cover, in which he's flying overhead the Batmobile, like so. This is really sweet. And it's awesome that it's double-sided. It has two different designs on either side, but that also makes it's going to make it so hard to decide which side of the poster I actually want to display once I get to framing it, because once you frame it, I mean, you could, take it out and then flip it back, and I could do that like once a month, but who in their right mind would do that? That's just very compulsive. I might do that, to be brutally honest. So I'm going to go ahead and set the poster to the side, so that way we have plenty of more space to put my scissors, along with the PlayStation 4 version of the limited edition of Batman Arkham Knight. So let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy once and for all. Now, before I actually get to unboxing him, I should point out that much like with plenty of other collector editions of video games, this one comes with a sleeve, a cardboard sleeve that slides off. I don't know if you can see it moving around, but this outer shell that has the PS4 logo, and then you got Batman there, Batman Arkham Knight, and then on the side here, let me go ahead and show off the sides, might as well do that. Here on the side be the Batman in red. Then in the back, all the contents of the box, which you're about to see. And then on this side, all the technical specs, the M rating that Arkham Knight is now famous for, as well as some of the bonus stuff that's going to come in some of those badges, like Scarecrow missions, some skin packs for both Batman himself and the Batmobile. This is pretty cool. And this is usually the sleeve, like I said, that comes with almost every collector's edition. It always comes with this sleeve that you can slide off, and then there's like a nice little design on the box. Oh, as you can see, right there. However, for consideration of you, I'm thinking of you when I'm doing this, and also of myself, because I'm honestly too lazy to bother with the editing and pixelating it. I might end up doing it anyway, but it's going to take up a few minutes out of my schedule to edit this video together. But I already went ahead and removed this sleeve. As you can see, I already went ahead and removed it to kind of look at that design that the box is going to have, which is rather cool. Unfortunately, however, I don't know whose fucking bright idea this was. And apparently this was an issue some time ago when this thing actually went up for pre-order back in like January or February, and people noted a certain detail that they went, whoa, what is that? And since they removed it from the website listings, but unfortunately they went ahead and put a sticker on the front here and on the back, captivating that little detail. And that little detail manages to be what I guess you can consider a bit of a spoiler for maybe the ending of the game, for the ending for the story of the game. And that is very, very terrible. It really is very terrible. I mean, it doesn't flat out tell you what happens at the end, but there's a couple of words that if you were to take in the right context, you'll go, wow, did you seriously just tell me what happens at the end of Batman Arkham Knight? So for the sake of not spoiling the ending, or potentially spoiling the ending for you guys, I'll decide in the editing process whether or not I want to cut out showing the box, and because I am going to remove the sleeve. I think I really feel the need to do that. But in the editing process, I'll decide to either cut out me showing the box in general, or maybe I'll go ahead and pixelate that sticker. I don't want to bother taking off the sticker, but I could do that, but it's going to take some time to get it removed, and it might peel off some of the nice design going on here, because it is a cardboard box, but it does have this nice little pattern that I really don't wanna mess up. Like a little glossy pattern, like little taps of glossiness that looks rather nice. But I don't want to mess that up by tearing off the sticker. So I'm either gonna cut this portion all together and then just show you all the contents that came in the box, or I'll end up just pixelating the sticker at the front so that you guys don't get spoiled. All right. So here we go. Now take up the sleeve. And there you go. And if I decided to pixelate the image, you'll see something white here. That is the sticker. That's the sticker that has certain words in there that spoils. Actually, I don't think it's even a sticker. It's part of the box. I thought it was a sticker at first. Nope, it's part of the box. I can't even remove it. So yeah, it's either going to be pixelated, or I'm just going to cut this whole section out together. Chances are I'll pixelate it. Now, I'll go ahead and do the work for you guys. Besides the sticker, though, which I'm not going to read what it says, you also got a nice little Batman symbol there from the Arkham games, which is pretty cool. And like I said, it does have this nice little pattern of some glossy tidbits. It looks like a piece of marble, you know, black marble. So that's pretty cool. This is the front. It does have this little flap. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. So far, the scissors are not necessary, but there might be later. So let's go ahead and take it. Put it up, and I do believe this is the top. Yes, this is the top. Ooh, there might be some assembly required. Hopefully not. If not, I'll use the editing techniques once again to get this thing rolling. There's a little warning sign of one of these flaps right here. And then at the very top, we get the game itself, actually. And this is pretty cool. Something, a little detail that's already becoming apparent to me is that you get the game in its original case. PS4, Batman Arkham Knight, there you go. What's kind of interesting is that this limited edition of the game is supposed to come with a steelbook. So basically they're doing with Batman here what they have been doing a couple of times recently, and I'm hoping they do it more frequently because I actually do like this. They're throwing in the steelbook case as an additional bonus besides having the original case of the game, which I think is pretty cool because it gives you the option to display the game on your rack or whatever with either this or with the steelbook case, which is pretty cool because back in the day, well, not back in the day, but within the past couple of years, in fact 2013 for that matter, when I picked up the limited edition of The Last of Us that came with, well, the survival edition of The Last of Us. It's not the one that came with the statue, but the one that came with the art book and a comic book, similar to this one. Came with a steelbook case, but it didn't come with that original case either. It was just a steelbook case, and that's it. So when you buy collector's editions like that, you were stuck with the steelbook case, and then that's it. And that's the only way that you were able to display the game. But it's rather cool that they're including the steelbook case along with this original case of the game with the Blu-ray case and everything. So I think that's pretty cool. But there you have the original copy of the game. And then we have some foam that, oh my god, okay, you have to. And put the scissors to the side in case I need them. Let's pull this out. We got a lot of styrofoam. What's it? Side. Nothing else in the box. We just got the styrofoam here, and it's divided into two. So obviously we're gonna take this up. Oh my god! Even the dogs are freaking out. Whoa, this thing is okay. Let's go ahead and set this to the side here, and here we have the statue itself. just hope I don't end up breaking it as I... Yeah. And much like the sticker, etched in the base is a potential spoiler. Which, I think it's dark enough that I don't think I'm going to be need to pixelate that. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up because the font is really tiny. But in the little base here on the plaque, if you will, we have the oh, ooh, crap. Okay. But yeah, on the base here is that spoiler once again. But here we have the statue itself. It smells like plastic, but it's made of that hard rubber plastic. And, oh, okay, that's what that's for. Has this little paper here to cover up the Dark Knight himself. Oh my god, look at that. Of course, it's a statue, so he's not really articulated. Can't really move him around much, if anything at all, but there you go. Ooh, we got 3 AAA batteries for a AAA game, so I'm imagining it lights up. I believe there's a little, on one of the flaps there were instructions on how to light him up, and I might need to use a time-lapse on that for editing's sake, to make this video a little bit shorter. Let's go ahead and set those right there. I'll go ahead and take care of the statue itself after I've tackled everything else. So, I think I made a mistake in okay, let's do this. Oh, okay, there you go. On the back side here, we got the other contents of the special edition. We got the steelbook case, which looks rather nice. Got Batman in his about to kick-ass pose that you saw in that poster earlier. And then on the side, Batman Arkham Knight. On the back, we have a section of the Batmobile. You got the wheel there. Open it up, and there's really nothing in it, including the game. But you do have, you know, a little design there. You got Batman's armor on this side, and then you got another wheel from the Batmobile on this side as well. Pretty cool, and a nice metallic finish to it. So that's awesome. Go ahead and set that next to the game, appropriately so. You got Batman #0, the comic book, which I'm imagining is like a prequel comic that sets up the events of the game. Not entirely sure if I'll read it either before or after playing the game. If something tells me that this is simply just like a comic book version of the first 15-20 minutes of the game, if anything. But I might be wrong. Who knows? And then I believe it's the last thing. Yeah, it's the last thing. Oh, what's actually kind of cool is that in the foam itself, they have etched in Batman Arkham Knight. I don't know if you can see it. It says Batman Arkham Knight. I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but oh well. And then the last thing is the art book, which comes with a sleeve. So that can be... This kind of reminds me of the book from, well, I don't know if it was a book or an envelope from Batman Forever. Riddler's little thing that he puts on the gate, and he's like, "See you soon." Okay, I cracked myself up. Anyways. I really hope they have something else in store for us. And I'm really glad I just captured that reaction on camera. I'm not editing that out. Hopefully it didn't come across well on camera, and if it did, it was like a quick thing, but I'm not shitting you. On the back of this art book, there are 2 phrases written, and the last phrase might just be, once again, spoilers for the ending of Arkham Knight. It's almost like... I really hope they're setting something up. I really do. I really hope that this is just them intentionally setting something up, making you think the ending of Arkham Knight is going to go down a certain way, and then boom, curveball. That would be awesome. But if not, I really hope this is not Rocksteady's work and it's Warner Brothers just fucking up. Because my god. Simply, I'm just going to describe to you guys. On the back you have, once again, another shot of Batman's emblem on his chest. The one that you see at the end of all those commercials where it says, "Be the Batman," and you just see his chest kind of pumping. Like this. Very erotically. Anyways, yeah, it's a shot like that. And then you got a couple of phrases here that, again, might just be spoilers. The art of Batman Arkham Knight, and then the bat symbol on fire there. And I'm just gonna probably look at the first couple of pages because I do feel like if I look far enough, there will be some spoilers. And if you remove the sleeve here, you got the artwork from the cover of the game, so that's pretty cool. You got that, and let me see if you got something else. On the back side, you actually get the artwork of the Batmobile, also from the front of the game, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and fit this in here, and of course, just like you expect, it's artwork from the game that I don't really want to go into that much. Okay, I skimmed over one of the first pages here, and one of the first pages is this more like a prologue to the art book from Sefton Hill, the game director at Rocksteady Studios for Batman Arkham Knight. And at the very bottom it says, P.S. This book is full of spoilers. Enter at your own risk. Wow! No fucking kidding. Really? After putting those certain words on not just the sticker for the box of the limited edition and the base of the statue, but also the back of this freaking art book. Really, it is a hardcover book, but it does come with this nice little matte finish of a sleeve. There's a certain name for these sleeves, but I can't remember what it is. But anyways, you get the art book right there. You get the comic book. You get the steel case, the game itself in a separate case, and then we got the statue itself, which is pretty cool. It's a bigger than I thought it would be, actually. A lot heftier, a lot, it just has this grit to it. It is made out of rubber, though. It's not plastic, but it is very hard, thick rubber. Both him, I believe, yeah, he himself, as well as this miniature city that he's standing upon, are made out of this really hard rubber. I know this because some of the thinner parts of him can bend easily, but all the thicker parts are made out of this rubber that's very, very, very durable and tough. So that's pretty cool. As well as for the design of him looks very accurate and very nice. It's supposed to look more of a statue, so he doesn't have an awful lot of color to him. He doesn't have like a skin color around his mouth, so that's understandable. It's supposed to mimic an actual statue, so that's pretty cool. Especially one that I'm guessing is made out of marble or something like that. Anyways, the only other feature that I can think of with this statue is that apparently it lights up. I think it has lights down on the base that kind of make them illuminate, and to do so you actually have a skyscraper here that you can remove, and then down below is the switch to turn it on. The only thing that I'm struggling to do is to light it up itself. And I need a screwdriver. Be right back. Alright, so with my screwdriver I was able to remove the lid, and with my trusty scissors I was able to unpack the three AA or AA batteries. Or AA. I'm getting my AAA and AA mixed up. It's been a while since I've actually used actual batteries. So, and I dropped them. Okay, so let's go ahead and fit these bad boys in. Let's hope they work. Nice of them to include actual batteries themselves, so it's pretty nice. Now let's go ahead and, honestly, for time's sake, I'm not even going to bother to screw in there you go. I'm going to screw in the lid once more. I will after this video, but not right now. But there is the lights working, and I'm going to go ahead and set the skyscraper down, back down on the, let's see, there you go. So there are the lights. Now, of course, they're not coming across very well, but let me go ahead and turn out the lights just to see how Batman here looks like with his city illuminating him. Boom! I am the Knight. Wait, that's Christian Bale's Batman. Let me try again. This is the Kevin Conroy Batman. At least David Ortega's Dark Spider David's impression of Kevin Conroy's Batman. Okay, I had enough. Lights back on. Alright, so as you can tell, the lights are pretty cool. It doesn't illuminate the figure itself all that much, but it still manages to capture the badass parts of the figure and illuminate them in a cool way. Let's go ahead and turn off the lights to save up battery, and maybe I'll light them up back again and use them in my room. That would be actually pretty cool. But anyways, this is actually a rather sweet deal, especially considering that I actually got $20 off because I do have a Gamer Unlocked a membership over at Best Buy, and whenever you do get that, you get 20% off any new game, including collector's edition, so that was pretty cool. What I am noticing is that the cape is actually made out of, it's also made out of rubber, but it's this very hard rubber that I think can easily break, especially here at the tips here. If you were to bend them far enough, they'll break, like plastic. But I can tell it's just really hard rubber, similar to the rest of him and the city, so there is that. And like I said, I'm really hoping that there isn't that much detail on the camera and you can't see what's etched in this little plaque that has a phrase along with the Batman symbol, which looks pretty cool, but again, right there and then they're spoiling the game for us. And then we got that thing at the end of the at the back of the art book that just, like, you saw my reaction. I was like, what the fuck is that? And again, I'm really hoping they're throwing us for a loop. We'll find that out probably within the next week after I finish the game. But anyways, that is my unboxing for the limited edition, limited collector's edition, the only limited collector's edition of Batman Arkham Knight. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if it went on a little too long, but I needed to go into detail and be discreet and detailed, because there's certain things that I needed to cover, especially the little spoiler drops that this thing contained that I feel needed to be addressed prior to actually moving on with the unboxing, because I just didn't want to risk spoiling anything for you guys, just like or at least Warner Brothers did with me and probably a few others, which is a shame, but hey, who knows? Like I said, they might be holding a surprise for us, and maybe they're throwing us for a loop and they have something else in store. Who knows? We'll find out. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this collector's edition. Is it worth $100? And if so, would you pick it up? Should you find one available? Because as far as I can tell, this thing is sold out, and right now the only version of the game that you can find is either the regular version, the one with the Blu-ray case here, or the Serious Edition. Yeah, there's an actual edition called Serious Edition. It comes with like some multiplayer skins, which this one also comes with too. You know, the collector skin, you know, the New 52 skin, all that kind of stuff. And I think the comic book, it comes with it. I can't remember for sure, but there is that one other version. And what do you guys think of Arkham Knight's release, including the cancellation of that Batmobile version? What this means for Rocksteady, all that fun stuff. Just don't say what's happening in the story for the game should you have already started playing since last night, because I'm pretty sure this video is going up after the actual midnight release of Arkham Knight. Just be wary of that. I'm warning you right now. Be wary of that. So anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.